Hello everybody, my name is Tibo Concept, and where today we're gonna be playing for this something for the online game called Real Car Racing, which is fake. And where today we're gonna be doing this for our very first time. If you just want to touch the start, this is actually for mobiles, including such as PCs. If I just gonna be trying to do this to touch the start, maybe I should click to start as well. And now the first thing, we have three cars, whatever we try to say. As we putting on our settings, let's just probably gonna be putting our high definition around here, so it does activate the sound effects, and it probably works. And if before we're gonna be hitting our free cash, and let's just get to start the race. And before the start of the race, we don't need any paints to do this because that will cost money. I don't really think it was a no. So the repair is absolutely to do this. Make sure the car has fixed. After the race, you'll be repairing this vehicle anyways. Now let's just select this vehicle, and now it's time to make this video for under 15 minutes, but unfortunately that was going to be very too much. All the way up to a level 3. So starting in a level 1, if I'm going to be using manual, so let's just go into press the race as well. So we have for 2 nitrox, and as you can see it was loading, and probably it was data downloading. So the race start goes on reverse, and the gear shift goes up ahead as well, as the car gets screeching all the way up here. But I think this is not realistic simulation. So in our first time that we just got for ourselves to do this, when I just hold this, that calls for a large amount of spins as anyways. Before that we're gonna be trying to get froze. I make sure that you're gonna be very careful about this. We're just absolutely gonna be using to get things turned smoothly instead of this probably extremely lag situation. It looks like that I just got 14% of the damage. So inside of this onboard view, I just gladly tried to do this as anyways. We have 2 modes of this camera. We have inside the onboard view, and this is the chase cam. If it's absolutely going to be trying to power slide too much around here, if we're just going to be doing for a lot of power slides for too much, that will result for a direct crash. So this is absolutely for our last 60 seconds of this race. This is probably becoming for the arcade drifting game. The first race is absolutely probably win by itself, that you get $136,000. and if we're gonna be seeing the replay over here, it goes to race from another one as well. So it's time for just the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock, and we currently have 18% of the damage. And despite saying like this one is not gonna be for the first time, we just completely lagged ever since. And oh dear, 34 drift points, and looks like the rear bumper is absolutely missing, I guess. 38 drift points, 18 drift points. We got everything that not since 40 drift points we got here. If I just gonna be pressing shift, and probably it's going to be taking all the way for about for nitrox as well. I really think this is going to be pressing space. Where are the keywords? And looks like this is the handbrake. If you just hold the handbrakes as well, and that will just exactly, it's gonna be taking a lot of times. Another nitrox. The door is missing, and oh dear, the spoiler has just gone left off because of that horrifying lag. 53% of the damage. I think we're just going to have for some left shift, and I'm not doing this cell to do this as well. So the nitrox has been disabled during the first race. And then let's just go into the next level. And it's probably new level is absolutely downloading as well. And once the downloading has been complete, oh dear, we cannot absolutely gonna be completing like this. That you just saved some damage as well. This is the level 2. And of course, I'm unable to finish this. If I just probably having for some nitrox as well, we have our one nitrox as well, and probably we're gonna be pressing something like it else. This is the onboard to the interior view, and I really guess by hold B you could look back that any kinds of drivers that we're probably seeing of the minimap. So we didn't have such as the keywords. As we hitting the wall onto 58% of damage, and I'm really not sure that pressing N is going to be using for such as the nitrox as well. If I just pressing nitrox and hold N, it activates the nitrox as well and blasts it all the way into something 200 kilometers an hour. It keeps on frozen as well. And I definitely not think that we're just going to be taking a little bit a lot this time as well. So, I just literally missed another nitrox as well. And keep on using nitrox is going to be up to 155 kilometers an hour. And we just got one nitrox and it blasted all the way into the start finish line. We got 74% of damage. I think will be time to head back into the menu as target time 3 minutes and 20. So we just completely head out, and before we're going to be starting the race, we try to repair for this thing to invest for $150 as well. And once the car is officially fixed, it turns back to normal. But looks like we're going to come into level 3. The data is now downloading instead of a manual transmission, but we're going to be using automatic. So let's just start here once again. And this track is going to be long, and I'm not sure. This track is really long as well. So the car has 6 gears. I think it eventually had 5 gears as well. And never mind, it's 6 gears as well. We have 2 nitrox as well. And our first damage won't be gonna be really possible. If we're gonna be doing a next race, unfortunately that we have to repair the car first before we're gonna be doing for another race. And not by over here if we're just gonna be a little bit as very much as I'm not tough as well, and this is going to be very such as well. If I just having another light trucks as well, and it's going to be blasting all over to extremely loud, and another nitrox has just blasted out as well. Got 2 times the nitrox. It's going to be almost 10%. It's absolutely probably 10% damage as well. 23% of damage because of some sort of this worst things before like this. And looks like we got our 5th gear, and we got 2 nitrox as well, and we're just going to get a little bit of full brake and another nitrox we got here. So we just pulling ourselves into the finish. I think we're just going to be moved into another level. So we're going to be start to race $100, and we're not going to be losing our money. So this is going to be our level 4, and we're racing against for one thing, something like even more faster. And let's just give ourselves another go. It looks like things are starting to get a little bit loading whatever we do. If I just eventually putting for the highest resolution, that experience lag as well. Oh dear, we just slightly forgot like this playing for this only one time. We have 0 drift points as well, and but not exactly that we're gonna be speeding all the way like an arcade game for such as Gran Turismo Sport. And looks like we're gonna be trying to do this 4 drift points for a very first time, 12 drift points, 1 nitrox, 44 drift points, and nothing. We had 12 drift points on that corner. Oh my god, this is not good. I think we have to, let's try to pause this. So we cannot able to get back into the menu, so all you have to do is resume it. We don't have any such as settings as well. After we finish the race, we just gonna be trying to switch down to medium, because I'm definitely not doing this as well. So let's just keep on pressing in, as we still have any nitrox as before the race starts, that eventually that we're going to be putting ourselves that nitrox to do so. And I have lots of more data and hit the curbs as very terribly as well. The rear bumper, his left just gone missing as well, and it's absolutely for just towing out for just a little bit gone earlier. So we absolutely going to be trying to find the finish, 224 kilometers an hour. And looks like we got 1 minute and 49 seconds. And this is before the end of this video. Won't be absolutely trying to do this. But before the end of this video, the sound effects has got even more louder. That is unable to be saved. And probably look at that, we're going to be listening to this. It's probably extremely loud, but I have to going to get inside of the microphone on. So let's just turn the music a little bit on. It's not that working, and this is possibly that I'm not sure. This is pretty loud, and it's ridiculous. That is absolutely going to be such as the worst idea. And before that, I just resetting the game. I'm not sure this isn't going to be just like worth it. So let's go into another race and repair the vehicle for 150. So I'm not doing this to select this one. I'm probably gonna be select back into the menu or the medium as well. So let's just mute the audio as well. So looks like we have the about selection that we just absolutely control the cars, but looks like I'm not sure. This is gonna be pretty terrible as well. So this is too loud as well, and we're completely able to start the race. Let's go for a level 5 to do this and start the race as well. If, as you can see, the video is going to be demonetized soon, like it's eventually not going to do this for its start of the race. And the sound effects is even a little bit louder as well, as the game performance is actually set into medium. This is probably safe to do so. It's probably safe if you're going for absolutely in low quality, and looks like this is probably and that you're going to be recommended to play. So if you're going to be using for the low quality, it's probably recommended to do this, because instead of menu, like we're going to be using nitrox as well, and as you can see, this it's not working for such as sound effects as well. So maybe we're going to be doing this again. So maybe we're going to be hitting a little bit more. I guess this is not pretty working as well. For in case of that sound effects, we're missing nitrox, and then we should be able to turn all the way for just like this initial D style for the 48 points as well. And then the nitrox we came around here that we're gonna be came to blast as well. I just completely rejoined the game instead of damaging. About probably not so ever, this isn't going to be just like, well, it's probably mistaken as always. it's not gonna be trying to take in a little bit for a last 1 minute and 10 seconds. I'm all out of nitrox, and this is where the video ends. And after you finish, you can go around the track and hit it back as well, and doing some burnouts as well. The target is 2 minutes and 45. And that is all the end of this video has come. And probably that we're just making sure the sound effects has been disabled. And looks like we're unable to repair the vehicle as well. And so, we cannot able to buy some cars as well. And not most importantly, that we just officially buying of this vehicle like Jackson Storm. And probably that was going to be the end of this. So if you enjoy about of this video and it wasn't available like this to download into the description below like this one, it's probably still available to download inside of Microsoft Store as well. In my previous videos, that you can download any racing games for free in the Microsoft Store as well. Thanks for watching, for all your support, and just give us a like and subscribe and click that bell. And it's over 15 minutes, by the way, and this is going to be Turbo Concept is signing off, and I don't want to change any kinds of vehicle schemes and a lot of color anyways.